GPO Mobile has become reality. Today we have gotten a big update, which is the GPO Mobile update, but only for the trading section, only for the trading hub, meaning you can only play GPO on your iPad and your phone, but you can only enter the trading hub, which is a big and huge step towards GPO Mobile becoming a reality. Now, what is stopping GPO Mobile? Well, what is stopping GPO Mobile from becoming a reality is unfortunately the keybinds and all these extra mechanics in the game that will take some time, but this is still a huge step and is probably gonna be the future. For this, we didn't really have anything similar to this, and it was rare to, and most people believe that there will never be a GPO Mobile release ever, because people are saying it doesn't fit the game. The game is too large, the graphics are too big, but now this has been disproven due to the trading update, GPO Mobile trading update coming out. The graphics are not too high, and we can actually do this as a game. And luckily, the only thing right now stopping the game from becoming fully mobile is of course the keybinds, the mechanics, and just the server size, as the trading hubs have to be resized. And if they can just get that working and just make it more FPS, less FPS hungry and everything along those lines, it will save not only the GPO mobile believers, it will also save the game as a whole, because the mobile section of Roblox is gigantic. If you have mobile games, people do you know that I think that majority of Roblox players are playing on mobile? I believe majority are on mobile, meaning majority of the billions that play Roblox are on mobile, if you really think about it. So you're basically missing out on majority of Roblox when you keep your game limited to PC only, and not to say the Xbox players, and not to talk about any other players, the PS4, but if that Roblox is on PS4, I don't know if it is, but mobile, right? So mobile is a huge demand for just any game, and you're missing out on so many players when you don't have mobile. And all you really have to do is copy the Blox Fruit model. Blox Fruits has mobile on it, and what it did was it created its own system, which it has all the skills. And as we all know, GPO is basically a better version of Blox Fruits. And not to say Blox Fruit is worse, I'm just saying better graphically speaking, GPO has better graphics than Blox Fruits. Not to say the game is better or not, I really don't know. Like, I haven't really played the Blox Fruit in a while, so I cannot say for sure. But so I cannot judge them. But graphically, it's better, right? And so it pretty much is almost the similar. GPO and Blox Fruit are similar. Except Blox Fruit is easier to get out fruits. Regardless, though. As we all know, if you used to maybe we don't all know, but if you used to develop for Blox Fruit, he used to be a developer for it, and then started making Grand Piece Online. Now, as we all know, he can just follow the same formula he followed from Blox Fruits. Since I was a developer, he should have known about the mobile stuff, unless it's after his time as a developer. And hopefully he can just rework it and fit it into GPO, because it's so similar. The Blox Fruit has GPO, this game has GPO. The combat is super similar, and it's just visually better. And they just have to make it exact the same layout and just maybe reduce the graphics, I don't know, like somehow limit so your phone doesn't explode when you enter the game. You just reduce the graphics somehow, maybe turn off all the graphics for mobile players, like they have graphics settings at the 1, all the materials are turned off, stuff like that, just to make it playable. Then maybe reduce the play size for have set on mobile servers only, so maybe 10 players could be in the server, so it doesn't become too much for the server and the mobile players. If you can do those simple things, it will be just a big market of new players coming, because you have to realize majority of Roblox is mobile. They play on mobile. There's the minority here is the PC players, the majority is the mobile players, I think. I don't know, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I've seen that majority of Roblox is mobile. That means you're missing out on majority of Roblox. Think about it, you're missing out on the majority, as in your potential is so large if you just had it. Especially the mobile update coming along with the free update, meaning this can theoretically, I believe, surpass Blox Fruit for a little while. It really depends on the game if it holds people. But for a little while, I believe when GPO becomes free, everybody will scatter to it. Then if it also goes mobile, boom, you have this gigantic size of players, maybe 200k, maybe breaking 300k, just because you know, it's mobile and you've opened up this potential, as well as it's being free, and blocks free players that are like free to play will come and check it out because it's the first time checking out. So it will probably go boom like that. But then of course over time it will start falling off, and only the people that really like a GPO will stay, of course. That's just how any game works, you know. The initial release will have a lot of players, and then over time those who stay keep the player base, you know, the steady player base, the average. But as I've been rambling on for too long, I'm just very hype about this and very passionate for GPO becoming mobile, you know, getting mobile, its mobile version. So that's all I gotta say. Check out the video I made yesterday. I kinda forgot what it was, but whatever.